Good morning, Sara here. I wanted to talk to you today about the new Stylecraft sock yarn, which is Head Over Heels, which is this. It was launched on Monday, 5th of September. It's Friday today, although I'm losing track of the days this week, I think. It was a much anticipated sock yarn. People have been talking about it for quite a long time. It's really, really, really beautiful. Like most sock yarns, it's 75% wool and 25% nylon. There are 6 shades. There are the more traditional sock yarns that will give you that sock effect, I guess. And then things which are more shaded, such as this one, which is Eiger. They're all named after mountains, and this is Olympus. We were lucky enough to get some balls through to sample, so I've got some different examples here to show you. Like I said, it is a really, really, really lovely sock yarn. I'm not a sock knitter, but I do like a sock yarn. I've knitted one sock once, and yeah, have single sock syndrome, I think it's called. But I do like sock yarns, as you know. I do lots of shawls, etc. So I do like a sock yarn for that. I like fine yarns. What I did do with it, I started to knit it on some wooden needles, which I generally always use, the Knit Pro Symphony. And I just couldn't get along with it, so I actually did also do it on these carbons, which are Knit Pro, which have the steel tips, and found them much easier to do it. I knitted this beret, which apparently the lads laughed when I tried it on yesterday. Not quite sure whether I look. Amy's laughing behind the camera, so I'm guessing it's not my best look. Which was a lovely pattern. But we have also tried, one of the girls has done some Tunisian crochet, and somebody else has also done some normal crochet, which we'll show you properly later. Like I said, there are 6 shades. There's Matterhorn, Everest, Kilimanjaro, which is this one, crocheted up, Eiger, which is both of these two, which there's just my sort of colour, that I love lilacs and greens and so on. Olympus, which I'm thinking I might try next, and then we get to sort of a couple of brighter ones, Fuji, which is really beautifully bright when it's done, Matterhorn and Everest. So there you go, you can climb a mountain by knitting socks. Okay, I just wanted to give you a close-up of the yarn crocheted and knitted. As I say, we got some sample balls in, so we sort of distributed it out. Emily, now a lot of you may have spoke to Emily if you've been phoned our customer services department. Emily says she can't really crochet, but then look what Emily created with it. This is, as I said earlier, this was Kilimanjaro, and Emily's done the virus shawl in it. This is more of a traditional sock striping yarn than the Eiger and so on, which I've used, but really, really, really beautiful. It just feels, it's a really nice soft sock yarn, because I'm put off sock yarn sometimes because they are a little bit rough. And as I say, it looks fabulous as a virus. And then Amy took Eiger, which is the one that I used, and Amy is very cleverly, she's behind the camera now, so I'll butter her up a bit, been trying Tunisian crochet. Which is a new thing she's been teaching herself, and I'm actually fascinated. If you can see, can you get a good shot of that? How the stitches look, I think that's amazing. And again, the colours really, really, really lend themselves to it. Then if you want to see it traditionally knitted, I've done this hat. If you look at the back, I'm not very good. It's not very good if you are, if you like to have matching socks. It's possibly not this probably isn't the best yarn to use, because I think it would be quite difficult to get a matching pair of socks. Easier with the ones that are the more traditional sock colours. But doesn't that look absolutely beautiful? And as I say, it's nice to see it done on 3 different ways. The Tunisian in particular, I think, really, really shows this off.